Hey guys, OdaibaDiver here, and this is going to be my patch breakdown video for September 11, 2024. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to do these on a regular basis, because normally there isn't very much to talk about, but today this is one of those weeks where they left out something that I think is pretty important from the patch notes. So if you didn't pay attention to the new stuff, you might completely miss it. And in fact, during JP, I did actually miss this one thing as well. So basically there's two important things this week that you should try and do every day. The first thing is the free temple summons that I'm pretty sure is only mentioned in the patch notes today, in the notices I mean. 2 days ago when I checked the notices, I am pretty sure I didn't see them mention this in the summon section, but maybe I was blind, I'm not sure about that. But yeah, during this period, make sure you log in every single day to get your 10 pulls, total of 260 summons, and 4 of them will actually be, you are guaranteed, because once the meter is full, you do actually get a guaranteed UR. So that's one of the two big things this week to take note of. And the other thing that is mentioned nowhere in the patch notes is right over here under the events section, which is, this is the thing I'm talking about, the JP app 26 million download celebratory quest, which, let me just go and show you guys here. It's mentioned nowhere at all in any of the pages over here. I think it's under, normally it should be filed under the 26 million downloads campaigns page. But as you can see here, zero mention at all. So some of you guys, if you are just going solely by the notices, you may completely miss this out. And this is one of those quests that we've had in the past where every day, if you just, take a team and clear the quest, you can get a bunch of, let's see here, bunch of cool stuff. And in addition, all of the units that you bring in, whoa, I thought they can't use Oxalite. I guess maybe I was wrong. I think they did mention that you can't actually use Oxalite for this quest, right? Am I crazy? I read it like, just a moment ago, but maybe this is a bug. Maybe they completely forgot about how this quest is supposed to work. There you go, Overlight cannot be used in this quest. Well, for some reason they actually did allow it, so I'm going to take them for all they're worth. So let me load up my team lineup that I use for generating JP points. So we're just gonna do this real quick so that we can get an idea of what you're missing out on if you forgot to do this quest every day for the next 7 days or so. So basically you should try, and for this quest you should try and load a bunch of characters that you need JP on. Let me try and filter this by JP held. These are usually the characters you want to use for reincarnations. If not, you can always just use any character and just convert the JP held into your universal bank for storage. But for now, these are characters I use for farming JP, and as you can see here, my setup, I put all of the JP up vision cards as well as all the items as well. Okay, for some reason they, I guess they didn't realize that this was a thing that people can do. Is this considered a bug? Because normally, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be able to use Oxalites to get, 10x on your JP generated from these sort of quests. So this could legit be a bug that I'm showing you guys. But let me clear the stage and see how much JP we get from it. Might be a hilariously large amount of JP we're getting here. Because normally they boost the amount of JP you receive in the quest already, which is why they don't allow people to use the JP Oxalite. Alright, so let's see here. 100 visual, and by the way, the visual amount changes every single day, so it's not always 100. We do know that from the entire period you do get a total of 1,500 visual from doing these quests every single day. So there you go. So that's the quest part of the app that we need to cover. I actually forgot to check the amount of JP we got from that run. So those of you guys who are watching the video, unfortunately I wouldn't be able to comment on it. I am going to guess that you are supposed to be able to use Oxalite on the quest, so make sure to just turn on your Oxalite when you run that quest. Alright, next up, so this is the other thing I'm going to talk about. This is the other huge thing that if you don't come and do it every day, you might miss out on some really great stuff. This is going to be, I think, the last daily 10 poll before the 5th anniversary JP, 5th anniversary for War Divisions JP in November. So make sure you do it every day, and it's not stated here, but I believe in the notices I read that this quest will go all the way until September 25. So you essentially have about 26 attempts at these things, and of course every 5 attempts you will fill up the meter, so every 6 attempts is a guaranteed UR. So you're guaranteed to get at least 4 UR units or vision cards during this period. Make sure to go and do those summons. The other really good thing this time around is the 80 select UR unit shards guaranteed 10x summon. So normally I would pull on this banner to try and get shards, but actually because my Shureka is already reincarnated a lot, so I don't actually need the shards. But for those of you guys who still need shards, who still want to reincarnate your Shureka or some other units quite a bit more, then that is going to be the one thing that I do recommend spending your hard-earned paid visual on. Now of course you don't see it when you didn't see it at the start of this video because I already logged in previously, but there is also this limited time pack that I feel like it's a complete scam. Like, it's totally not worth buying at all. 2,000 paid vis for 200 MySpheres. It's actually not too bad a deal, but I feel that it's not the best use of paid vis, especially if you're a light spender or a medium spender. I'll be making a video one of these days explaining how you can farm Rainbow Mine Shards, Rainbow Mine Spears effectively every month. And on a month-to-month basis, I'm getting essentially roughly about 600 to 800 universal mine spears. So there is a way to do it, so you don't really need to spend your paid vis on this pack, and I certainly don't recommend doing it unless you feel like you really need the Rainbow Mine Spears. Alright, so I think that's more or less everything that's new in this week. Of course, this is going to be a huge activity week. We do have the Spire of Fire Tower that's just been added. For those of you guys who are lazy like me, make sure to just throw a bunch of units into the quest here and just, reset your units every single day, and you'll be able to clear the tower in no time at all. Normally I take about 2 to 3 days to clear it, so start early so that you don't have to scramble and try and play it seriously in the last minute. The other thing that is starting this week is the guild, what is this called? Guild raids. And we're just going to quickly check this out here. It's one of those guild raids that, it's the same thing every single time basically. So if you're lazy like me, just make sure to spend about 15 minutes running it through. You can auto it, but personally I feel that you do get a lot of score if you just run it manually, and it isn't too difficult to do. You just need to use your team that you can copy from your other guild members, and do your buffs and do your triple hits and all that, and you will be in the home stretch. So one last final thing I need to talk about, which is the daily purchase bonus. This week is one of those weeks that's not that amazing, but I do recommend for light spenders and medium spenders to at least do the daily purchase until you get the Shadowless Yellow, because this is still pretty much a rare commodity, and every single Shadowless Yellow is essentially at least 5 unit shards. Personally, because I still need Blossom Paradise, I'm going to do the $1 purchase every single day. And one other thing I wanted to mention is the shop items this week. As per usual, there's nothing really amazing this time. You do get, of course, your daily free item and Rainbow Bloodstone is always nice, but other than that, I've checked out the shop beforehand. It's the usual stuff. If you haven't finished upgrading all of your, what do you call it, double cost aspers, you may want to get the UR Asper Trading Pack to try and get this, you know, what is this called? Black Skew Potion, which is pretty much the only way that you can efficiently grind out the, you know, extra SP in those aspers. So let me just show you guys. For me personally, I recommend that you only upgrade 3 out of 4 of these aspers, because from time to time in the future, they do actually give you some extra black potions, and personally I think I've upgraded these 3 aspers here. So I'm leaving the regular Bahamut untouched so that, you know, over time I will have enough potions to just slowly upgrade it. So that's the thing that you can try and do if you don't want to spend too much visual on these kinds of items. Other than that, when you come into the shop, make sure to grab your burst pot and armor pot packs, as well as trusted shine sands. There we go. And let me take a look at my notes here. I believe that's everything this time around for patch week. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure you grab your free shards. As for whether or not you should pull on this vision card, well, personally, I'm not going to pull for it because I feel like it's not really essential unless you have Ramada and you're trying to build a spear team. So I'm not going to go into details, but you know, personally, I'm not pulling for it. A lot of these vision cards, if I don't feel like I need to use it right away, I normally do not pull on it. So just show you guys, I did actually pull on the Garuda and the whatever this thing is called, just mostly for the Asper. Although for this card, for the Garuda card, the Vision card is actually more useful than the Asper. So as for that, my next video, actually I was going to do a JP meta video, but I'm actually still like, you know, halfway through it. Seems like it's going to take a bunch more work, so that's coming out in the next 24 hours or so. And in that video, one of the team comps will show you why the Garuda Vision card is actually much more useful than the Asper itself. So that's everything I wanted to cover in this patch breakdown video. Let me know what you guys think about the this series of videos. Obviously, this is something that Orange usually does, and I'm just going to give it a shot and see if you guys, you know, have a, if you guys actually would want to watch me just, you know, going through all of the new stuff that's added in the week and you know, offering my recommendations on some of these things. And of course, if you don't feel like it's helpful at all, no worries, just let me know, and in the future I'll just try to make videos that I think have more substance, or at least more things that will be helpful to you guys. So that's all for this video. Once again, do look out for my JP Meta video coming up in the next 24 hours or so. And with that, I'm going to sign off here. See you guys in the next one.